let's build some pie charts in Tableau. So a lot of people get confused building pie charts, especially if you're trying to kind of build it from scratch with these elements and trying to find where it goes. Now, traditionally, I always tell people always build things from scratch in Tableau, but I'll add an asterisk to say except pie charts. All right, so let me show you how I do it. The most basic idea with a pie chart is you need two things. One dimension, which is one of these blue ones up here, and one measure, which is one of the green ones. Okay, so say I wanted to do segment and sales. Now, if I represented that as a bar chart, okay, like so, that's what I would expect to see. Represented as a pie chart, how would it look? So what I do is I put a dimension in here and a measure in here. That's the start. And then when I click on show me up here, I press the pie chart button. This is the only time I really use the show me to do it, because I found that when you do that, it places them all in the right spot, and you can do it if you want to, but I found it's actually easier. Then what I do is I actually get rid of this one, because what that one does is it controls the size of the entire circle of the pie chart itself, which we're actually not interested in most of the time. So we're going to get rid of that. And what you're left with is the pie chart. Now from here, people get confused because they're trying to style it and nothing happens. So for example, if I drop label and I drop sales, they start going, well, how come everything's so squashed and I can't see anything? The reason is because whenever you build a visualization in Tableau, whether it's bar chart or line chart, it kind of uses up the most minimal space it's going to need. Like the bar chart before used up that much. So what we have to do is, to get a good view of the pie chart, is to actually adjust this part up here and switch it to entire view. So go ahead and do that. And you'll see now it's taken up the whole thing. Now, another tip is, once we bring this pie into a dashboard, we have to resize it depending on where it's going to go on the dashboard. So let me demonstrate this. If I open up a dashboard and I bring in sheet here, if it's taken up this much space, for example, I might want to tweak the size. So if I go back to sheet 1, I may make it a bit bigger, right? Let's say half. So if I go to dashboard 1, it takes up that much space. But if I have a dashboard where I need it to take up this much space, maybe that's a bit too big. So my point is, don't do your final styling until you've put it onto your dashboard. Okay? All right, let's go back a bit. Now, to style this, there's really a few ways to do it, right? So firstly, we want to add a label. So we're using segment here. So we want to add segment to labels. Okay, so let's look for segment and drop it into label. That's the first part. The next part is we want to add the number of how big it is. So in this case, it's sales. So once again, we're going to drop sales into label. So let's take that and drop it in there. And you're going to see the actual number in there. Okay, now because we're dealing with currency, it's a good idea to actually modify that. But before we do, we also need percentage. Okay, so we're going to do the percentage one first. So we're going to click here on this label, this one right here. We're going to right click, quick table, percent of total. Okay, there you go. Now the reason I do percent of total first rather than doing sales is because if you have sales in there and you go, well, now I want to add percentage, and you try and do that, right? Nothing happens because you can't have the same one appearing twice. So you kind of have to do percentage first. Okay, so quick table, percent of total, and then you can add sales again to label. So now I have all three elements. Now we're going to format this a little bit. So with the percent of totals, which is this one right here, okay, we're going to change the percentage to not have all those decimal places. So right click, format. And here on the number, we're going to switch this to percentage with no decimal places. Okay, and then the very last one, which is this one right here, instead of it just being a regular number, we're going to switch this to currency. Get rid of the decimal places because the numbers are pretty obvious when you look at them. And we're going to switch the display units to thousands. Okay. Now, the last bit is we actually want to format the text itself in here. So if I click on this label, just click on this one, click on the three dots, we're actually able to go inside and change it. Now we want to make them a little bit different from each other to get a better view. So what I like to do is make the title maybe 12 and bold, and you can hit apply here, or you can actually preview what it's going to look like. Okay, so right now that's looking pretty good. Then I'll put the number next to that, and then put the percentage to the right of it. Okay, if you preview, you can see it looks like this, and I'll probably even go as far as italicizing this and making it red. Okay, so now if I preview, you can see every item there that's a different thing is styled differently. And what happens is when you do that, okay, it makes it easier for the brain and the eyes to process it because there's something different about them, okay? And it prevents people from misreading the information. It's very important when you're a designer. So now I'm going to go OK. Now you can see it's styled nicely. If I jump over to the dashboard, it looks pretty good. But if I was to suddenly change my mind and make it smaller, right, I may have to tweak it a little bit. But that's the basic idea of pie charts. By the way, I teach all of this in super detail on my website, Jellyman Education. Be sure to check that out. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed, and bye.